Yeah, short training on how to be successful in this program. The number one thing that is going to keep you successful in this program is communication. If you're struggling with something, if you're struggling to adhere, it is very important that you communicate with me as much as I'm communicating with you. I am constantly looking at your stuff. I'm checking in with you at least once a week, most of the time more than that. And that is to ensure that we're all on the same page. The second way is to simply follow the steps and check the boxes. There's no extra credit for going under your calories. In fact, there's a reason why your calories are set at your calories. I often have clients that if I set them at a certain calorie set, they think that if I go 300 per day underneath, that it's extra credit when in fact it's hurting your metabolism. So trust the process and follow the journey. That is the key here. Now, I will go through some other tips and tricks with you and share my screen. All right. So simply by moving throughout the day, that will help you burn so many calories. So if you're worried about what's on your plan, walking is going to be our key cardio, which most of you are probably going to have a step count instead of a cardio session, unless if you're preferring to do that or it's going with your goals. So we'll go up very minimally in how we do that. The second one is water. A lot of clients are not drinking enough water, and that's going to give us side effects like bloating. If you're common to bloating, how much water are you drinking? Your gas and your hunger levels, also your craving levels. Sometimes, even me, I feel like I need to eat a ton of sweets. And then I think about how much water I've drank in the day, and it's nowhere near my normal typically. So think about that. Um, like I said, it also helps flush toxins. The more hydrated you are, it helps your skin, it helps your blood, it helps your organs. Um, and if you feel like you're retaining a lot of water, it's probably because you're not drinking enough. Similar to food intake. If you're not eating enough, your body's going to hold on to whatever it gives you, which is another reason to trust the process. Um, I will typically recommend for people that are newer to tracking their water to hitting 8 cups. Um, a gallon is awesome, but we definitely want to work your way up to that. We would never want to start you out with that because I don't want you peeing every 5 minutes. I have a separate module on this, but sleeping is incredibly important for overall health, stress, cortisol, brain functionality, and ultimately how you recover and how your results are. So you should have gone through that one already. Speaking of stress, cortisol is the hormone related to stress. And like I show here, it affects everything, which a lot of us ladies in our cycle too, our cortisol is spiking so high during these times, and we're feeling decreases in all of these things. So it's even more important to stick to the journey if you can on those times. Um, but exercise really helps with stress. It really helps us get that out, as well as drinking water and eating well and really nourishing our body. Other things that can help, meditation. I really preach gratitude journaling. It sounds really woo-woo to some people, but you'll find that in the morning, if you're writing down, I'm thankful for my dog, I'm really thankful for my mom, I'm thankful for my church. You're writing down these simple things and it really sets you up mindset wise for an amazing day. Affirmations are usually included in that, and they really do work. This one took me a while to really justify writing them every day, but eventually it really does help. Yoga and stretching, breath work are all great stress relievers. I will include some of my favorite YouTubes for affirmations and for high frequency sound waves. That's what I like to listen to when I'm working, and it really does change how your body feels. Alcohol, um, the bottom line for alcohol is that it's really going to hinder your progress. It's going to hurt your sleep. It's going to hurt your body's ability to metabolize food and convert your macronutrients where they're supposed to, because it's going to prioritize the processing of alcohol out of your body. Like I have here, alcohol is actually its own macronutrient, but it's not typically in trackers. So while it's 7 calories per gram, you can just track them as carbs. And, you know, most alcohol is already in MFP, so don't worry about it. Just try to get a good estimate, but I would also say just try to keep it as low as possible during the week. Like 1 to 2 drinks during the entire week, max if you have to. If you have to. But it will affect your results. And eating out, totally fine. I have in the previous module on your nutrition and macronutrients, how to use, your hand and your fist and your thumb to track protein, carbs, and fats. But a great one is always check the menu ahead of time. 99% of places will have the menu online. You can take a look. A little bit less percentage will also have like your nutrition facts on there, but you can always make good choices, and you can always look for things that you know are fantastic, right? Like get a salmon, but then salmon's high in fat, so just eat a little bit less fats, eat some vegetables. At this time too, it's probably going to have a lot more salt and fat in the cooking. So you may be bloated after some of these things, but things like I have on here, Chick-fil-A, Panera, Starbucks, Chipotle, a lot of places you can actually really meal prep and find some good options. I would just not recommend it to be your normal go-to. So there's some ways to be successful for you, some tips and tricks, and hopefully this will help kick off your journey and be a great one.